GOAT League. Make sure I'm in the right league real quick. Need a shot of coffee. Right in my sleep. GOAT League. There we go. Get my head cracked in these motherfucking leagues. Turn it around. Jalen.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers.
Let's be the better Rocky Squad.
Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Charlotte. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Black 40, shot, 17. Hut.
Running for the first time with the Louisville Cardinal. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Set. 52 blue. Ready.
They give it to him again. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. 33, yellow, set.
Young working from the gun. Hits his running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
1st down. Young.
Finds
Finds a seam downhill. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmakers started. Get the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right,
Running this one left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak to the air here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown.
Just
trying a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6.
My ass beat. Some motherfuckers that ain't even that good.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Might be in too many meetings. Can't concentrate on all that.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Boy, I might just be throwing now.
Now running here with Jaden Blue.
Good luck.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Shit, I'm supposed to be passing it to somebody, ain't I?
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First down, here's Dak. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. A 3rd down run with Blue. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 from the 43. Now Dak to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
On the give, it's Blue. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. There's Nick Sporton now on the play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Prescott now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throwing again is Dak. By the pylon. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense holds him at the 2. Brock, he can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They go to him again. And he will not be denied a 2nd time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a 1-score game. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Ready.
From the pistol, it's Young. He's got it deep downfield.
Son of a bitch.
He takes it down to the 33. 1 quarter away so far. It's a 14-7 game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Hand off to the back. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks.
And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Okay, right.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. They're on him again. He goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Here comes Bryce Behringer to handle the 4th down punt. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Lou gets the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Give now to the running back. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, you know, the best of them take advantage of it.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go,
Go here from the pistol. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Dak out of the pistol. That one's incomplete. Had the connection with some stone hands. Got in the way there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
go, fellas.
Yeah! Here we go, Flyers.
Back to throw. Here's Dak.
Damn, good
It
dude.
isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Only punted once
That ain't
in
really
last
fucking
week's
impressive,
loss,
bro.
and he gets this one away. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's out in the clear.
Damn, fellas.
To the house, touchdown, Carolina.
I let
The
it be like
Panthers
that.
keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers double their lead to 14.
Cowboys 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
But we got to make up for that bullshit.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
Good shit.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for Dallas, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Dak now from the gun.
God damn,
Oh, this
Dak.
is getting ugly early. Intercepted again.
That was
Trevor
ugly.
Wallace has it.
Good shit.
And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I threw it
Well, that's
short.
now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback.
User error.
Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another
My
series,
fault.
another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. Set. 10 flat. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Okay,
So
right.
still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line.
Ready.
Play action now, Young. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
Mega, mega. Needle blue. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. first time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the Panthers' 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Prescott on 1st and 10. Pass it down close. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a one-score game before halftime.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You could just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set.
Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Red 38. Ready.
To the air on 1st down, Young. Pass brought in by Tedero McMillan. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. It's everything he has on this one. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Set, hut. 45, wide, hut.
To the air, he head again. Young. He's going to try another deep one here. That one
Oh,
connects.
what your motherfucking defense said on that one,
3
man?
yards from the end zone. It's going to be
Come on,
1st
boy.
and goal. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Working inside the red zone. And the defender comes away with it. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
You know exactly what I don't like there, Kate. It's only 1st and goal. You got a couple more plays in your pocket to get in the end zone. Instead,
Great defense.
ball in harm's way on your very first crack, and now, well, that defense has an opportunity to bail themselves out exactly what they just did.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. From the gun is Prescott. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him.
You get the rock right back.
So play number one almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number two has in store. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. The middle, blue.
Damn.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side.
And almost fucked it
He's
up.
going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Look at that power, deep left side. And the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Damn, man. You fucking up.
And the Panthers take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
4 picks, 1.
Sit out for a little
game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Down. Check view. Yellow. Ready.
Here's the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
38.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Field. Black. Ready.
Here's Young to throw. That's completed right side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down. Young dumps it off to his running back. He finds space into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers push their lead further to start the half. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
It's not looking good, fellas.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now 1st down. It's Blue. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the backup. 1st throw. Down the field. He's got Lamb.
Good shit.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 27 on the play. That'll be good for Dallas. 1st down.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Right up the gut. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
But look at here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18.
Here's Milton. 1st and 10. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Ready, set.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by 2.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Red, ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. In the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing from the gun.
Damn.
There's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? He gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Set, ready.
Young up 1st and 10. And this one is launched downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready, ready. Hey, yellow, 43. Fury, yellow. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21.
Cowboys 14. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Stop, Cougar 19.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Milton's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
We can go.
First call here coming for the shotgun.
Set. Black shot. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Flushed out of the pocket. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers put up even more points in a win. Here's Slide to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead.
42. Cowboys 14.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. Viking 18.
They'll start the drive with blue. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Ready. Ready.
Newton out of the pistol here. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Cowboys.
Now it's blue. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Let's go now. Go.
On the ground, this is Phil Muffa. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
2 yards on the play. And a Cowboy 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. The catch is made near the edge. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Now Milton to throw. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. So we thought he was beat deep and was going to give up the catch anyway. The interference call did indeed come out. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8.
Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
70 Rangers. Ready.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Maffa. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout.
Slow ass motherfucker.
And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Here we go. Go.
Fullback trying to pass
Man,
across.
pass the fucking ball.
This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. 3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw, Milton. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Cowboys putting up points in a game decided. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Cowboys 21.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
They're going to pass it here. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. LeBron, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness is still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Black 40. Blaster, stay. Ready?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.